Hello, my name is Muhammad Fais and I will tell about the clean water and sanitation that involved in goal number 6 for sustainable and development goals. Recently, there have many issues regarding the water pollution that involve in Malaysia. As we all know, clean water and sanitation really is one of the important resources that is needed by human living thing. But when we talk about sustainable development, it should include three main pillars. That is sustainable, society and environment. To achieve the sustainable development goal, the three pillars should be supported by the development without neglecting the issue. The most common problem that we face nowadays in Malaysia, that is human lack of ethic that throw their waste or rubbish to the water. This will result in polluting the water stream or our river ecosystem from with the rubbish, and this will affect the cost to treat the water for human will increase, and also it will be danger to human, as we all know that some of the pollution occur might be from the chemical that have been thrown away. For example that we can see is the result of river pollution in Selangor from the waste that been produced by manufacturing industry, that result to the water shortage for almost 2 weeks because the water treatment plant need to be shut down to recover the system from the pollution. This happened due to the management of the factory that dump their chemical waste to the nearby river without concerning the environment, and it have produced damage to human, animal and the environment. So we proceed with our study.
As I said earlier, the biggest problem in maintaining a clean water and sanitation comes from pollution on our river channel and water stream. The ecosystem of our river should be taken care carefully because it is our main source of clean water to be used for daily activity. As you can see here, a river system around Ayer Keroh Industrial Park that is being polluted by domestic waste. This waste is being thrown away from the user after being used without a correct measure to dispose it. The waste end up get into the river and water stream. This pollution will damage the ecosystem and reduce the quality of water. If this problem is remained and not be handled correctly, later on it will be another dead river. A dead river is one that has ceased to perform its ecological function, has become incapable of sustaining any form of life, such as fish and aquatic plants. Based on the data that is being released on February 2019 by Minister of Energy, Science, Technology, Environment and Climate Change, there are 25 rivers that is being classified as dead river in Malaysia. The level of contamination occurs in this river make the water is dangerous to be digested by human or animal. The waste that we can see here mostly is plastic waste that comes from food packaging. Plastic waste takes thousands of years to decompose naturally. Huge problem that might come from plastic is microplastic, where the plastic is not being decomposed but turned into smaller chips of plastic. This waste will be digested by fish and make it contaminated. At first, the waste will pollute the water resources. Then, it also will contaminate the protein resource if it being digested by river fish. Pollution and contamination of river also result in the rising of water treatment costs. Today, based on SPIN data, The average cost of treating and distributing every 1,000 liters of water to domestic consumer is 2 ringgit 30 cent. This cost might rise to higher value because of pollution that occur that need the plant to work more to treat the water that will be distributed. Based on the problem stated, the domestic waste from human can be managed from entering the river ecosystem using two methods, either by engineering approach or non-engineering approach. By engineering approach, it means using a technical method to prevent the waste from entering the river channel. Next, we will discuss on the engineering solution that can be done to reduce the water pollution that comes due to the waste that is being thrown away. Examples of engineering solution for this waste pollution that can contaminate the water is by using this drain soap. It is an innovation that can be done to protect the waterways. This net will be installed at the exit of drain before the water reach river system. This method helps to prevent the waste from entering the river by catching it into the net. Drain soap have been applied by Australian government to prevent further pollution and contamination to their river. By using this method, it helps to counter more problem and a sustainable solution for this problem. The net need to be checked and clear regularly to prevent it from overload and cannot do the function that is being designed. If the net is overloaded by waste, the water flow will be affected that result to flood due to the affected water flow rate. So the net needs to be regularly checked and cleared to ensure it performs the task that was given. This activity helps to reduce the cost of cleaning river due to waste pollution and also increase the recycling activity. The waste is being collected still can be recycled or disposed in correct way.
Chile, Brazil, Portugal, many European countries. I've even been on a Canadian weather station interview. We're still getting, up to 5 telephone inquiries or emails inquiries globally a week. I think, some of the best ideas come from just the easiest, most simple concepts. And the fact that you have a drain and you put a rope net over it and you could visibly see the rubbish and the leaves and the debris that was coming out of that drain, people connected and thought, gee, I wonder whether that could be used in our city or town to fix up some of the issues that they have in their own native reserve.
For the non-engineering solution for this problem, government should find and take action seriously to the individual or corporate that happen to be the source to this problem. Large amount of fine and serious action should be given to the individual or company that pollute the river system. Every individual in the community should cooperate to take care the nearby river in their area to prevent the pollution. Any suspicious activity that can lead to this problem should be reported immediately to the authorities so the action that required can be done. If community members are neglecting this suspicious activity and fail to report it, it can lead to major problems later on. Take into example the tragedy that happened to Sungai Kim Kim in Johor. Sungai Kim Kim have been polluted by chemical waste from a manufacturing industry nearby the area. Then it have severely affect the environment and social to the nearby area, involving the people and community. It is important to take care of this river because river is important as our main resources of clean water that will be used daily.
In conclusion, it is important to keep our river and water clean as it is an important resources for us. As all human and living thing, water is important because we need it in our daily life. Based on the suggestion and idea that have been told earlier, every corporation and each part of us need to contribute in maintaining the water clean. as the engineering approach that I have studied and I have stated, government should be able to do it to maintain the rubbish from entering our river, and us for the non-sustainable, for the non-engineering solution, we need to keep an eye for our river and ecosystem and do the thing that I have said to manage the rubbish and pollution. That's all from me. In conclusion, we need to keep our river clean for a better future. Thank you.